Hello students, so we are going to start the new chapter that is called Unitary Method and Commercial Arithmetic. So what is Unitary Method? So to start what is Unitary Method, let me tell you something. Let us take one example. If you know that the price of 20 copies is 10 rupees or maybe 40 rupees. So how to find the price of one copy? So we know this that to find the price of one copy, what we have to do, we have to divide this 40 with 20. So we will write 40 divided by 20, that is 2 rupees. So per copy it is now 2 rupees. So to find for one of object the value, corresponding value, the process is called unitary method. So let us read this one. In case we are having the value of multiple items with us, then we will simply divide the total value with the number of units to get the value of one unit, and this process is known as unitary method. So in this case we had the price of 20 copies, that is 40, and to find the price of one copy we must divide 40 with 20. So today we are going to learn this technique, like some of the easy problems, and the next class we will learn something little bit complicated problems. Okay, so one more time I'm just telling, to find for one we must divide the total quantity by the given number of units. Okay, fine. So we will be solving some of these questions. Okay, but before that let us see this one. The cost of 10 notebooks is 300 rupees. Find the number of notebooks that can be purchased with 420 rupees. The cost of 5 notebooks. Okay. So we have to find out so many things here, right? So I will try to do this math in two steps, in two ways. Okay. So first way is that the cost of 10 notebooks. So cost of 10 notebooks is 300 rupees. So what you have to find out, see what is we have to find out the number of notebooks. So you must remember that what you have to find out, that thing will be in your right hand side. Okay, so number of notebooks should be in your right hand side. So what I can do, I can write that instead of writing cost of 10 notebooks, I can write 300 rupees. So with 300 rupees I can buy 10 notebooks. See, same thing I'm writing, but this time notebook I have written in the right hand side. So 300 rupees I can buy 10 notebooks with that much price. So the first thing, to do the math with unitary method, we have to find the one. We have to find for one, that is with 1 rupees how much notebook I can buy. So with 1 rupees I can buy, I told you that you have to divide. So you have to divide the total price divided by the unit, that is 300 in this case. 300 notebooks. Fine. So I have gotten that for 1 rupees how much notebook I can buy. You can see that 10 by 300 is not a very nice value. Achha. Now I have to find out with 420 rupees how much I can buy. So what I will do, I know, you see, you know that if one pen cost 5 rupees, then 5 pen will cost 5 into 5. So in that case you have to do multiplication, right? So like when you have something for 1 and then you need to find out for more, you have to do multiplication. So in the same way, in this case what we will do, 1 rupees can buy this much of notebook. So with 420 rupees I can buy. So what I have to do, I have to multiply 420 with this whole term, because this whole term is for 1 rupees. So I will write 420 into 10 by 300. So if you solve, 0 0 gone, 0 0 gone, and 4 14s are, so that will come 14 notebooks. So that means you can buy 14 notebooks with 420 rupees, whereas you can buy 300, you can buy 10 notebooks with 300 rupees. So these maths we have to do like this. Now we also have to find the cost of 5 notebooks. So you can see easily that cost of 1 notebooks, I know I have to find out in that case. Do you know that cost of 1 notebooks? No, I don't know. So in this case, in the second part of the question, so this is the first part, this is the second part of the question. In the second part of the question, you can see very easily the cost of notebooks. So cost is the thing that you have to find out. So what you have to find out should be in right hand side. Till now we have notebook in the right hand side. So in this case we need the rupees, that is the cost, in the right hand side. So I can write in the next line that 10 notebooks will cost 300 rupees, right? So 1 notebook will cost, what you have to do, you have to divide with this. So when this 10 is going that side, it is going down, you can think like that. So this is 300 by 10 rupees. So you know what is the price of 1 notebook. Once you know what is the price of 1 notebook, you can find out that 5 notebooks will cost. Now 1 notebook is this much. So 5, to find out 5, what we have to do, we have to multiply with this whole term, this into 5. So you can do this easily. So 5 2 and this is 150. So the answer is 150 rupees. Now, so what we have to do, first you must remember the thing that you have to find should be in the right hand side. Okay, and first step is to find for 1. So you have to find for 1. To find for 1 you have to divide. Okay, in this case, okay, in these cases you have to divide. But to find for more, like for 5 or 10, then you have to multiply. Like when you are coming from 1, then you have to multiply. But when you are coming to 1, then you have to divide. Okay, so this is the method of unitary. Now using this unitary method, we can also calculate some percentage. Say we can use unitary method to find out 100% of an amount given a percentage of that amount. So for instance, if 10% of an amount of money is 23, then 100% is 10 into 23, that is 230. Now why, like what is this? Let me say that let me give one example. You have gone to a mall and you have seen in the mall that like a toy of 500 rupees is having a discount of 30%, or you have to pay only 30%. Okay, that means 30% you have to pay. That means out of 100, I told you that 30% means what? You have learned already. 30% means 30 by 100. So 100 is my total and 30 is my selection, because 100 is in denominator. So when something is in denominator means the total. So 30% means out of 100 rupees I have to pay 30 rupees. Okay, so I can say that if something cost 100 rupees, then I have to pay 30 rupees. But the price tag is of 500 rupees. So how much I have to pay? So I will find out that if 100 rupees was the price, I have to pay 30 rupees. That means 30%. So if 1 rupees is the price, then I have to pay 30 by 100 rupees. That is division unitary method. Then I can find out if 500 rupees is the price of my toy, then I have to pay this multiplied by 500, because this, now I am coming from 1 to some value. So that will be this into 500. So this and this gone. So I have to pay only 150 rupees. Okay. So this is another application of unitary method, that whenever you are going to any mall, you can easily find out the discount, how much you have to pay, and all of these things. So again, I'm telling, if something you have to pay 30% only and the price is 500, how to find that how much you have to pay? So if 30% you have to pay, that means out of 100 rupees you have to pay only 30. That means if something would have price 100, you have to pay 30. So first I have found out that if something price is 1, how much I have to pay. Then I have gotten that if something is having price 500, how much you have to pay. Okay, easily. So first you have to divide, then you have to multiply. Now coming to this kind of questions. So the first question is that the cost of 7 toy is 294. Find the cost of 2 toy. So see, first we have to find out, unitary method means you have to first find out the cost of 1, then you can find out the cost of more. So the cost, what you have to find out? The cost you have to find out. So cost will be in right hand side. So in right hand side there will be cost, and in left hand side there will be other quantity. So I can write here 7 toys will cost me 294 rupees. So unitary method, that means for 1 I have to find. So 1 toy will cost me 294 divided by 7 rupees. That means I have to divide first. So now we have to find for 2. So 2 toy will cost me 294 divided by 7 into 2. So whatever you have gotten, you have to multiply 2 with that to find out the cost of 2 toy. So you can do this. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to first divide this 294 by 7. So okay, I'm just trying. It will be 42, I think. Okay, so in this case 42 will be the answer. So 42 is my answer. So 42 rupees is needed. Okay, so let us move to the next question. Acha, the next question is Mike can walk 128 kilometer in 16 hours. What distance he can walk in 3 hours? So what you have to find out distance. So distance will be in right hand side. Remember this, right hand side what will be there? Distance. So that means in 16 hours that will be in right hand side. So 16 hours Mike can go 128 kilometer. So in 1 hour obviously Mike will go less, right? That you can understand. Then for 1 hour Mike will go less, because see, it is very easy to understand. If you walk 4 hours you will go more, but if you go 1 hour you will go less, right? So once you go so 1 hour Mike can go 128 divided by 16, because first we have to divide. Because acha, one more thing, whatever math we are doing, we are trying to we are trying to see that the proportionality means, see, in this case also, if you increase the time your distance will increase. That means the more you will take the time, your distance will increase. Like if you go for 4 hours your distance will be what? If you go for 5 hours your distance will be more than that. So in those cases only this procedure will apply. Means first you have to divide, then you have to multiply. Okay, the next part, that is inversely proportional things, we will do in our next class. Okay, because that is a little bit tricky. Here also you can see the cost of toys. You know that the more is the toy, the price is more. Okay, so more is the thing when the something will be more. In that cases only this like procedure will work. Okay. Acha, so we have to find that 3 hours. For 3 hours what will be the thing? So for 1 hour is this much. So for 3 hours you have to multiply. So 3 multiply whatever you have got it, that is 128 by 60. So whatever is your answer, so you have to first you have to first cancel it. So I think it will go 60. So let us do by slowly. So it will be 8 and it will be 64 and 8, so it is 24 kilometer. So Mike can go 24 kilometer. Let us do the next one again. So more we will practice, more we will learn about it. The cost of 12 kg of sugar is this much. What will be cost of 3 kg of sugar? In this case also you can see that 12 kg of sugar, so more the sugar, if the kg of sugar is increasing, the price, the cost will also increase. So that means it is proportional. Like if you increase one, the another term will also increase. So in that case you can use this method easily. So what you have to find out? Cost. So cost will be in right hand side. So right hand side will be your cost. So let me try that 240. Achha, so that is the cost. So I cannot write in the left hand side. So 12 kg of sugar. So you have to write it. Okay, I am giving here arrow, but you have to write it nicely. So 12 kg of sugar will cost, you have to write like this, 240. That is $240 in this case. So first, to do unitary method I have to find for 1. So 1 kg of sugar will cost me 240. Okay, 240 divided by 12, right? So that you can directly find out and do the next sum also. So 240 by 12, that is 20, right? So you can write 20 here. So what I have to find? I have to find 3 kg of sugar. So see, so 3 kg of sugar, so 1 kg of sugar is will cost $20. So 3 kg of sugar will cost me how much? 3 into 20, that is 60 rupees. So first you have to divide, then you have to multiply. In case when you have proportional relation, that means if your kg is increasing, your price is increasing. Okay, Achha. Let us do another one. Achha, today in the next online classes, the code of online classes is I am a good boy. Okay, this is the code. So once you tell me the code, that means you have seen my video. So in that case, you can do my work, you can do my class. Okay, otherwise I will not allow you to be in the class. Okay, so moving to the next one. 12 register cost is this much. Find the cost of 5 register. Again, cost will be in right hand side. So cost will be in right hand side. So what I will write? I will write here that 12 register will cost $720. So 1 register, so this double comma means I am writing the same thing down, but I am not writing it. Double comma means the same thing is downwards. So 1 register is 720 divided by $12. So I have to find for 5. So 5 register is 5 multiplied by this whole thing, that is 720 by $12. So whatever is coming, that is the answer. So it's 60, and 60 into 5 is 300. So 300 is the answer. Okay, easy these terms are, right? So again, one more thing we will do. A train covers the question number 5. A train covers 828 kilometers in 9 hours. What the distance it will cover in 6 hours? So you can see here that more the time, more the distance, right? If you take more time, that means you will go farther. You will go more in. You will cover more distance, right? So what distance? So distance will be in right hand side. Okay, so distance will be in right hand side. So I can write here what is given, that is in 9 hours the train can go 828 kilometers. So unitary method means I have to find for 1. So in 1 hour the train will go division, right? Because see, in 9 hours if it goes this much, in 1 hour it has to go lesser. So here in unitary method only two things are available to you. One is multiplication, one is division. But if we multiply 9 with this much, so it will be more. That means if you take less time, it will go more. But it is not true, right? If you take less time, you will go less distance. You will cover less distance, right? But if you take more time, then you can cover more distance, right? So in 1 hour it will be division because it will go less kilometer. So in 6 hours, now see, from 1 we are going to 6, that is it's increasing, right? So the distance will also increase, so we cannot divide. So in this case we will multiply. That's why we are doing multiplication. Okay, and now you can do the simplification, whatever will come. But this is the technique, that you have to first see that is there any proportionality or not. That means if your in this case, if your time is increasing, your distance is increasing or not. In the case of cost, if your number of products is increasing, your cost is increasing or not. Okay, then you can do this full method. Understood? That means first you have to find out for 1 by division, and then you have to find out for more by multiplication. So this is DM method, you can say. this is for yourself, okay? It is nothing called DM method, but so that you can remember. So when there is proportionality, then it is DM method. So it's PDM, you can remember. Proportionality means division multiplication. Okay, so today we are learning this PDM, that is proportionality means division and multiplication. Okay, so while doing so many maths, I am telling you lots of the things, so don't skip the video. Acha. So now the next one is the annual rent. So you can see that more, if the month is increasing, that means the more you stay in your hotel or house, your price, that means the rent will also increase. So this is also PDM, proportionality division multiplication. That means first you have to divide, then you have to multiply, and in the right hand side what will be there, what you have to find out, that is the annual rent. So rent will be right hand side. So what I will write, that the annual rent of a house is this much. So but I have to find for 5 months. So I know that annual means total, there are 12 months in a year. So I will write 12 month. It will cost me to stay there 3,600 rupees or $3,600. So in 1 month, PDM, that means division first. So 3,600 divided by $12. So now for 5 months. So for 5 months multiplication now. So that means 5 multiplied by 3600 by 12. So it will be $1,500. Okay, it's easy now. See, now more you practice, more it will be easy for you. So 2 things you have to remember. The first thing is PDM, that is if there is the relationship of proportionality, you must follow PDM, proportionality division multiplication, and what you have to find out, that will be in your right hand side. So last one, Ron earns $840 in a week. How much he will earn in 36 days? So see one thing, what I have to find out. So if that is right hand side, there will be earnings. Okay, so how much is earnings earned? Acha. One more thing, if he works more days, he will get more money. So that means if one term is increasing, another term is increasing. So proportionality is there. So again we will go for PDM, proportionality division multiplication. Earnings will be that side. So I know that Ron earns this per week. So in a week there are 7 days, because I have to find out in days. So 7 days will give him $840. So 1 day will give him division, that is 840 by 7 dollar, that is 120. So now 36 days will give him, now multiplication, so 36 into whatever you have gotten before for 1 day, that is this. So that means now you have to just multiply this, whatever you have get. So this is the way you have to do this kind of maths. Okay, so unitary method means, again I am telling, unitary method means that first you have to see whether the proportionality relation is there or not. That means if you increase one term, other term is increasing or not. That means if in the last case only, last question, if you increase the number of days, the earning will increase or not. This you think with your common sense, that if I work more days, I will get more money. So that means its proportionality is working here. So the PDM will follow, that means proportionality division multiplication, and what you have to find, that will be in right hand side. So unitary method means first you have to find out for one quantity, then you have to find out for more quantity. Okay, so this is the class for today, and we have learned what is unitary method and PDM, right? But the next time we will learn something which is called IMD, So that will come slowly because that is a little bit of tricky things. So the first math was a little bit what do you say, confusing, I think, but whenever we have come this much, it was easy. So this much is for today, and in the next class we will be doing that IMD. Okay, so bye bye for today, see you in my next video.